Hey, hi everyone. This is CACS Harshita Agrawal here, and today we will discuss about some PAN related changes in draft income tax rules 2026. So, as you must all be knowing that recently by our finance Ministry of Finance, we have received some draft, not final, but draft income tax rules 2026, and there are several PAN related changes in that particular segment. So, I'm going to discuss this today. Let's start one by one. As I can see, I'm just going to tell you what will be the implications because of these rules and what are the changes as compared to earlier one. So first, if I talk about then. The first one is related to changes in metro cities. Now, earlier metro cities were Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. But now there are four other states which are added in metro cities, that is Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, and Ahmedabad. So, what will be the implication if we add these more metro cities? As we all know that if we are salaried individual, if we are earning salary, then we can claim HRA benefits. So, if we are living in metro cities, then we are allowed 50% of our salary. Otherwise, for non-metro cities, it is 40%. So, in case these earlier these four cities were only included in the metro cities, but now metro cities has been widened. The scope of metro cities has been widened, and now eight cities will be included in metro cities. So, people living in Ahmedabad can also claim 50% of their salary instead of 40%. So, whatever is the amount of salary, 10% more HRA can be claimed by you people. So, this is one of the change proposed. Now, moving towards the second one. Second one is related to cash transactions. So earlier, if we want to deposit any cash in bank above 50,000, then PAN was required. So if I want to deposit 52,000 in my bank account, 60,000 or any that it should be above 50,000, then I was required to submit my PAN number. But now this limit has been increased to 10 lakh. Now remember, this 10 lakh is also financial year wise, not a single transaction. But if you are withdrawing or depositing above 10 lakh in a financial year, then you will be required to submit PAN. So now they have proposed the new limit, which will be based on the whole financial year, not a single transaction. As earlier, it was single transaction of greater than 50,000. I hope I am clear. Now, moving towards the third one. So, the third one is related to something like hotel or lifestyle spending. Now, what does it mean that suppose if you are a event management company or you have a habit of spending on hotels, living in luxurious hotels or whatever, where your bill amount is more than 1 lakh. So, if you are going to a hotel and if you are spending more than 1 lakh, suppose it is 1 lakh 50,000, 1 lakh 3,000, whatever, then only PAN is required. Now, earlier this limit was 50,000, but now the proposed change has been increased to 1 lakh. So, for example, you are going to do any corporate events, destination weddings, or any kind of other spendings in hotels or whatever. Now, if you are doing it above 1 lakh, then only PAN will be required, otherwise not. Now, moving towards the fourth one. Fourth one is related to jewelry purchase. Now, what does it mean? So, earlier it was like if you are purchasing jewelry up to 2 to 5 lakhs also, then your PAN was mandatory. You needed to give PAN number. But now the limit has been increased to 10 lakhs. So, if you are purchasing any jewelry above 10 lakh, only then you will need to submit your PAN number. Why? Now, why this change may be proposed? Because they are going to trace only high value transactions. So now this is relevant for them because if you are purchasing above 10 lakh only, then the PAN should be linked so that they can get authorized. Now, the fifth point is related to motor vehicle. So earlier it was like when you are purchasing any kind of cars or any kind of vehicle, or especially for car, you needed to submit your PAN number. But now this limit has been increased to 5 lakhs. So if you are purchasing any vehicle below 5 lakh, then you are not required to submit any kind of PAN number. But if your vehicle is above 5 lakh, then only PAN number will be required. I hope I am clear. Okay. Now moving towards sixth point. So sixth point is related to property transactions. Now earlier, if we are dealing in any kind of purchase, sale, JDA related, or sale, gift, any kind of transaction related to property, then we needed to submit PAN in case the value exceeds 10 lakh. But now this limit has been increased to 20 lakh. Now this is just proposed. Whatever I am talking about, it is proposed. So if you are purchasing, selling, or doing any kind of transaction, gift, JDA, whatever, if it is above 20 lakh, then only you will be required to submit your PAN number. Now I hope that you will not confuse it with 194 IA. Still 194 IA limits and TDS deduction has its different provisions, and this PAN related provisions are different. So currently I am discussing about PAN related provisions. Section 194 IA related to TDS will be as it is. Okay, I hope I am clear. Moving forward, it is related to insurance account. So now earlier the limit was like 50,000. So if you are submitting premium, if you are depositing anything related to above 50,000 rupees, then you was required to submit PAN number. But now if you are doing a single transaction even related to 1 rupees, then also you will be required to give your PAN number. Why this has happened? So that if you are doing any kind of tax evasions, it can be easily recognized, or at the time of maturity proceeds, they could know that okay, they have insured, they were paying the premiums, and now it is the maturity time, so they can accumulate all the tax related to it on maturity and everything. Now moving towards the next point. So the next point is related to salary on car perquisites. So you must be aware that they were earlier, the limits was different. In case any employee is using the car of an employer. Now they are using it for their personal purpose also and for official purpose also. Then if now the limit has been increased to something like this, if the engine capacity is up to 1600 cc, then you will need to take the perquisite as 8,000 rupees per month. Earlier it was around 1200, and now it will be 8,000 rupees. And if it is above 1600 cc, then it is 10,000 per month, and earlier it was just 2400. So now in case if you are an employee and your company provides you car also, and if you are using it for mixed your personal purpose and official purpose, then I think as your perquisite, it will be a very heavy amount which will be taxed for you, because 8,000 per month or 10,000 per month is large amount as compared to earlier one related to 2400. So yeah, this is something very much higher amount and something not favorable for salaried people, but yes, this is one of the change proposed. Now moving forward to our ninth and the last point is related to digital rupees. So now digital rupee is recognized as electronic mode of payment. What does it mean? That CBDC, it means that central government has given their digital currency. Okay, now that currency is recognized as electronic mode of payment. Now what does it mean? That suppose there are certain transactions in which it is required, it will be allowable in income tax only if it is done through if it is done through account pay check or online mode. So for that online mode, if you are paying this digital money of issued by central bank, then it will also be considered as electronic mode of payment. So I hope I am clear with this, and these were the changes related to PAN proposed in our upcoming income tax rules 2026. And but one point I would like to mention, that this is just draft rules and not the final one. Let's see what all rules are finalized, and I'll make video on that too. Thank you.